Hi everyone, Clifford here. In this video, I want to take another look at blocking. One of the shots, if I'm not mistaken, a lot of players still struggle with, especially when they speed up the ball at the net. This is how you get body bagging, got caught in chicken wing, not even to mention when you're playing against banger. So, without further ado, let's go right into it.
I just wanted to introduce you to the red. Okay, red, I'm the guy behind the red. So what I did, I rebranding Cliff Pickleball. Okay, so now we don't have Cliff Pickleball anymore. We have Robust Pickleball. Okay, our first paddle is the red. So Gen 3, top-notch power, the spin is just crazy, and you're still able to control the ball. Okay, this is very important. So if you want to get yours, want to support me, and you can just click on the link below and get yours. Or if you want to try it, you want to demo it, it's all good. Let's get back to the video.
To be honest, blocking is one of my favorite shots in pickleball. Okay, but there is two ways you can block. It depends on what is your background in sport. So since I'm come from table tennis, most of the time in this video I'm gonna use one hand. So let me know if you want me to do another one about two hands. So there's two ways we can block the ball. Okay, if they drive the ball at us, we can punch it. That means we're gonna block the ball very hard. That ball is gonna come back again to the baseline, which by the way can make it easy for them to drive the ball again. Or we can just drop the ball, okay, which gonna force them to run from the baseline to get to the kitchen and try to get that ball, okay, which I think in my opinion can be a better solution. It depends who you playing against. Okay, if you realize your opponent is not that fast, okay, so now you can just block by dropping the ball. You're gonna force them to run. You never know, they might get the ball, or if they get it, they might pop it up, so you may have like an easy put away. But at the same time, if you know that your opponent are very fast, if you drop that ball, they're gonna get to that ball easy, so you can try the push one. Okay, when you push the ball, you have to make sure like your ball stay low, okay, it doesn't come up, and make it very hard for them like to drive it again. How do you do that? It is pretty simple actually if you think about it, how I explained it in my previous video. Okay, so I'm gonna go over 3 steps, okay, that's gonna make it easy for you to understand the blocking. Now the first one is your ability to track the ball. Okay, that might sound like very easy, but believe me, I've seen it. It's very hard like to master. Okay, you have to be able to see, okay, if the ball is coming fast at you, or if the ball is coming slow, or if it's coming medium. Okay, so now not only that, you should be able like to see if the ball is coming with topspin or underspin, or if the ball is coming flat at you, because depends on how the ball come at you, that's gonna determine how you're gonna block it, if you're gonna punch it or if you're gonna just drop it. Okay, so now imagine if the ball is coming with topspin. This is the easiest one. When the ball is coming with topspin, it's very easy for you to just get under the ball. Okay, just keep your paddle out the front and don't do nothing, just let the ball hit your paddle. Okay, because the spin, the pace of the ball after the ball make contact with your paddle, is gonna be easier for you to just drop that ball. Okay, and when a flat shot is coming at you, you cannot do that, because most of the time the flat shot doesn't have nothing on it. So if you just let the ball hit your paddle, since the ball doesn't have topspin, because what happened with topspin, okay, with the topspin there's a curve with the ball like this. You see, when the ball's gonna hit your paddle, it's gonna do this. So if you don't move your paddle, you don't do nothing, when the ball hit your paddle, if you don't do nothing, the ball is just gonna hit your paddle, it's gonna do the reverse curve. Okay, so it's come like this, it hit your paddle, it's gonna do like that again. But when they hit like a flat shot at you, it's very different, since there is no curve on the ball. When the ball hits your paddle, it's just going straight to the net. So it's very important that when they hit the ball flat at you, you're gonna have to punch it. This is why you're not gonna block, but you're gonna punch it, because if you don't punch it to put a little bit of something in the ball just gonna go straight to the net. So when you punch, you're gonna help the ball go over the net and send it even faster the way it was sent to you. This is why your first step, it's your ability to track the ball. Okay, when you can track the ball, when you can see if the ball is coming flat or is coming with topspin, it will make it easy for you to either punch the ball or drop the ball. The next step, it's what I call anticipation or early preparation. when they drive the ball at you, it doesn't matter if the ball is coming flat or it's coming with topspin. So you have to be ready, okay? Ready to either punch the ball or just drop the ball, okay? So how do you do that? Early preparation has to do with what we call like a small backswing, okay? So remember, you cannot take your paddle way back when you're blocking. I think this is something I've seen a lot. When the player get ready to block, they either jump or they move their body, even with one hand or two hands, to block, okay? So it's very important. When that happens, it's because they're not prepared, okay? They were late to react, okay? What do I mean by that? Because remember, you have to try to block to hit the ball out in front of you, especially when you're gonna punch the ball, okay? If you punch in a ball that is coming fast at you, you let the ball get too close to you, see? Ball gets too close to you, it's gonna be very hard for you to punch that ball. Most of the time, your ball is gonna go to the net, or you're gonna hit it too high, it's gonna go out. This is why it's very important for you to anticipate, okay? What I call, again, early preparation. But for you to do that, you just need like a very small backswing, okay? I don't want you to do this, okay? I don't want you to jump, okay? I just want you to be ready. You stabilize your body, you remove any tension you have your body, you keep your paddle out the front so you can block it. So my clue is pretty simple. So as soon as I see the player is ready to drive the ball, I'm already in my guard, okay? I'm ready. So by the time the ball crosses the net, my arm, watch, my paddle is already in the back like this. You see, it's a very small backswing from here, and all I have to do is punch in the ball. Wait for the ball to get out in front of me so I can punch it. So now, you see, if my ready position is here, if I just turn and try to punch it, you see, there is no backswing. Most of the time I'm gonna be late because that ball is coming very hard. It might take my paddle back a little bit more. This is why it's sometimes very important to block with two hands, because you get more stability, okay? So by pushing, by moving the face of my paddle, you see, that gonna affect the way I block, okay? Let's say I wanted to go at their feet, by my paddle move, by the ball moving my paddle, it might be a little bit harder for me to target that area, okay? So now, this is why it's very important to have that small backswing, okay? So when you make contact with the ball, you're in control now. You generate a little bit of force that you can match the speed the ball is coming at you, okay? So when you try to drop the ball, okay, most of the time it's gonna be very hard for you if you make contact with the ball out the front. Why is that? Because when you drop in the ball, you need to absorb, okay, the power, the speed of the ball, okay, to slow it down. You're not trying to hit the ball harder, but you're trying to slow the ball, okay? That is very important. So for now, if you take the ball out of front, there's no way you're gonna be able to slow it down, because remember, that ball is coming very fast at you. So now, what I usually do, okay, I have to go back to my first step again, my ability to track the ball, okay? Now, this time I have to see if the ball is coming straight at me, at my chest like this, or if the ball is coming a little bit on my side, it can be left or right, and from there, I'm just gonna have my paddle here, not out the front, okay? If the ball is coming a little bit to my left, I'm just gonna have my paddle like this. By having my paddle like this, with the right angle, I will be able like to drop the ball easier, okay? So from here, I can go cross court, I can go in the middle, or I can go, okay, on the other side. Now, very important, this is why we're gonna go right into the next step. It's your grip, okay? The pressure of your grip and the motion, which is very important when you want to drop the ball, okay? When you want to drop the ball, your grip has to be very loose, okay? Because you actually taking the pace of the ball, slow it down, and just put it over the net to make your opponent run, okay, to try to get it. Because the mistake most of the time we do when we try to drop, okay, since our race is very, very tense, so when we block that ball, instead of letting that ball short in the kitchen, we hit it in mid-court, which make it so easy for our opponent to just come and whip that ball at us, okay? So it's very important that you have like a very loose grip. So what about the motion? The motion is pretty simple actually, okay? So most of the time, since again, I come from table tennis, my motion is gonna be like this. You see, I'm gonna have like a very, very small swing, okay? So this time is not gonna be a backswing, but it's gonna come from high to low like this. You see, this is that motion. Most of the time I use my wrist a little bit to do it because I don't want to do that motion with my hand. So if I waste my time to do that, the ball is already gonna get into me. There's nothing I can do to control it. So this is why it's very important. It's just gonna be my wrist that's gonna do a small motion like this. So now I'm gonna hold my paddle with a very loose grip. Okay, my motion, I'm gonna have a slightly angle on my paddle, and the motion is gonna be very simple, okay? It's gonna come from here. You see, all I need, I just do that motion. I'm gonna put a little bit of backswing on it. When I make contact with the ball and the ball drop in the kitchen or very close to the kitchen, and instead of that ball going forward, the ball is gonna go backward, okay? It's very important, okay? The same thing, if the ball go to my back, to my forehand, now you can see some player do that same motion, okay? It's the same thing. Now they go high and low. It's like a very slice. It's a small slice, okay, but with a very loose grip. The same thing again. When you slice the ball like this, when it touches the ground, that's gonna go forward, but it's gonna go backward. Okay, so this is how you block. I do believe if you apply those 3 steps, you're gonna be a very good blocker in pickleball. As I mentioned, the way the game is playing right now, you definitely need to understand how to block the ball. Remember your ability to track the ball, the second one, your early preparation, and the third one, your grip and the small motion you need to block. I really hope you like the video, and if you do, don't forget to subscribe, and I'll see you next time.
Do you ever wonder why pickleball paddles are so expensive? Introducing the Red by Robust Pickleball. The Red paddle brings you cutting-edge Gen 3 technology, foam-injected SPS core, and a T700 carbon fiber face, all at an unbeatable price. This high-performance paddle offers top-tier power, precision spin, and incredible touch for just $145. Go to robustpickleball.com, use code PIRATES to get 10% off your purchase. Play robust.